Well, we are here at Cheeky Bastards at Morse Reservoir, and we're trying a new thing with the podcast here at the Film Network. We're going to try something we call Eats, Flicks, and Peeves. And yes, that's a play on the very famous book. I'm joined here with a couple of gentlemen you've probably seen before. I'm in here too, but the table's not big enough. John and Omar.
Hi.
So here is the genesis of this. We are middle-aged guys living in the Indianapolis area who like to go out to restaurants and eat food. And we like to, in particular, try different kinds of nationalities and cuisines and things like that. It's a little bit of an adventure. And of course, we end up talking about movies, and because we're old guys, we talk about things that piss us off. So that's where the genesis of Eats, Flicks, and Peeves. So we're here at Cheeky Bastards, which, if you don't know, is a authentic
British restaurant and tea room.
So, for those who don't know, obviously you probably detected we have a genuine Englishman here, we have a genuine Venezuelan here, and then of course just generalized American mud.
It's a regular United Nations.
Yes, right. It's United Nations of food adventure. So we are here. I think we're all going to try the full English breakfast. Actually, we're trying the fuller English breakfast. There's the regular full English breakfast, which I think, John, you said isn't a real full English. It's kind of like scaled down for America.
Scaled down, but we're having the full Monty, which has got all the trimmings with it, including black pudding, bacon, sausage.
Say something funny.
Funny? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just thirsty.
All right, so John, tell me about the whole thing with English tea. I don't really understand it. So that's like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or is it something just for the aristocrats?
Yeah, it's very aristocratic where they would have their tea at mid-afternoon, tea, sandwiches, cakes. But now, when people generally in England, when they talk about tea, they're talking about dinner. So we don't say it's dinner time, we'll say it's tea time. A lot of people will use the word dinner for lunch. So you'll say you're having your dinner at lunch and tea at dinner time.
So just completely interchangeable.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like the Hobbits in the Lord of the Rings with like first breakfast, second breakfast, third lunch.
Exactly. And if you say tea probably before 4 o'clock, you're referring to cups of tea.
All right, thanks for clarifying. All right, here it is, the full English breakfast. Actually, the
full
Monty.
That's what they call it here.
All right, so John, can you just run us through, describe right quickly what everything is?
Yeah, so you've got your eggs, you've got your bubble and squeak, which is cabbage and potato. You've got your black pudding, which is pig's blood fried up. You've got your sausage. You've got your tomatoes, you've got your mushrooms, hash browns, that's a new addition.
That's new, right?
And then you've got your bacon, and it's back bacon.
Yeah, it's not American bacon.
It's not the American bacon.
Yeah.
And then you've got your bread.
What do you have the ketchup for?
Yeah.
For my meat in that, yeah.
You put meat on your ketchup?
I put ketchup on it, yeah.
Oh, all right. And so I got the white pudding, not the black pudding. How is the white pudding different?
I think that's the bone marrow.
That just sounds horrible.
Well, that's how I used to have white pudding. It was the bone marrow.
All right, well, we're going to dig in here. All right, we're actually going in for the beans first.
And you notice the beans, there's no... What is it that you normally put in your beans? Sugar, molasses and brown sugar.
Yeah.
There's none of that.
None of that here. All right. We're copying the Englishman. We're doing a bite of mushroom and a bite of beans. I see you're just going all over, man. It really is the United Nations of food.
That's right.
UN of food, huh?
No, the Venezuelans, I don't know. With their political history, they might, stick to each camp, like eat this, then eat this, then eat this. No.
I'll eat everything.
And then
Bubble and squeak, when my mum used to make it, she would put beans in it and bacon.
it looks good. Oh my gosh. All right. I'll admit, I've been kind of scared of black pudding. The first time I heard about what it was, I was just like, it did. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. I'm good, thanks.
It's not just blood, it's other things too. All right, here is black pudding. Oh, that's nice.
It's really good. It's not good for you, but it's really good.
That's good. Okay, here goes the white pudding, which is kind of the same preparation, but marrow instead of blood.
I like it. It's good, right?
Oh, it's good. It's very different, but it's good. It's got more of a earthy, pungent kind of flavor. All right, full English. Where have you been all my life? All right, I will say, I think I prefer the American bacon to the back bacon. Yeah.
American bacon just crumbles and disappears.
Well, that depending on how you cook it. Like most people cook it until it's basically just like burnt to a crisp. That's when I cook it for my son and my wife. They want it well done. But if you actually like leave it like meaty, it's good. But you see, this is like obviously much meatier than American bacon. Time for flicks. Omar, what's the best movie you've seen this year?
I really love Michael.
Really?
Yes, I was so. I had such a different opinion about what I was going to experience going in, and then while I was watching the movie, it transformed my opinion of it. I loved it. I think Domingo Coleman.
Yeah,
was
Domingo
fantastic.
Coleman. I think he's the best actor working.
Absolutely.
He's good in anything he does.
Working in film today.
And I think you said that watching Michael is like watching an extended concert.
Yeah.
There were scenes in the movie where it was just concert footage, right? And it was obviously not Michael Jackson, his nephew, but I had the most fun.
Yeah, we do too.
Could I get the spotted dick, please? Okay.
I'm okay. I'm too full.
I'm
I think
I know I'm full, but
for us.
let me just.
It was Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, so this year there's not really been any standout movie for me. I love science fiction. I've read the book Project Hail Mary, and I enjoyed the movie. Some people revere that movie. I mean, I've read there's a subreddit, and the way they talk about it as if it's a piece of art. It was a good science fiction movie. I enjoyed it. It brought the book to life. It was as faithful an adaptation to the book that you could possibly get, and it was a little bit cheesy at one part. The whole friendship between the alien and Ryan Gosling, but it was a good movie. Omar liked Michael. You could tell he was very enthusiastic about that. I enjoyed Project Hail Mary. It's probably the best movie I've seen this year, but none of the movies I've watched this year have really kind of like hit home with me.
Yeah. Yeah, Project Hail Mary is probably my favorite as well.
Really?
Michael is right up there. I went into Michael not expecting to like it. It's like,
Exactly.
they're just gonna, it's gonna be like a whitewash. And
I was so surprised when you told me about it after you'd seen it, what a good movie it was, because I was not expecting that response.
it's like you said, it's the most fun I've had at the movie this
Yes.
year, and it's like I couldn't help. I'm literally
Dancing.
I'm sitting there in the theater. Got to be starting something. I'm grooving, and I don't dance. Don't. As I told my wife when we were getting married, I said I will dance with you one time at our wedding, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I was just so much fun.
It was a fun movie.
Now, a fun movie for me was a kids' movie, Hoppers.
Yeah.
Hoppers was cute.
I took my grandson to see that, and I really enjoyed it. It was a good movie. It made me laugh. It was a good story. The swap bodies into this robotic
Beaver.
A beaver. That's right. I was going to say a raccoon for some reason. It was just good. John Hamm. He was great as the sketchy mayor who became good in the end. But in some ways, I think I enjoyed that more than Project Hail Mary.
Really?
Yeah, it was. It was a fun movie. It kept my attention.
You know what?
did.
You know what I told Chris. So you didn't watch Sheep Detectives.
No, that's on Prime now.
So Sheep Detectives has Hugh Jackman,
Yes.
right? Considered maybe sexiest man
Yes.
at some point, right? He lives on a farm with his sheep.
Right.
He chooses to live with his sheep. Then you have Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling, another sexy man, right?
Yes.
He chooses to live on a planet with aliens.
Yes.
And I'm like, two hot men
That's-
not wanting to be around other humans.
Yeah.
I said that is weird. I don't know why I thought about that.
Yeah.
That's what I thought about.
Going back to Project Hail Mary, one of the things that you did see a lot of was Ryan Gosling taking his glasses off and put them back on.
Yeah.
That
And in
was
all sorts of like crazy configurations.
Yes. And I think that was trying to illustrate his intelligence.
Yeah. And nerd him up a bit. 'cause
Yes.
He's Ryan Gosling. And,
Yes.
You know, he looks like Raphael's angel, so they got to nerd him up a bit. No, I'm good.
And even when he was nerded up, he looked incredibly good looking. I mean, his hair was all tousled, but you could tell it was meticulously tousled. You know, it was every hair was in place. But good movie. The part of the movie that I enjoyed the most, and I know we're jumping around here, really was when he first woke up and he didn't know where he was and he had no memory. I really liked that part of it. And then introducing the alien Rocky. But yeah, it was a Ryan Gosling movie.
Yeah. Made $8 gajillion, so
Yes, it
good
did.
for
Really,
everyone
made a lot of
involved.
movies, made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think like 600-700 million.
More
Good for
money
them.
than Mandalorian.
Yeah, gosh, that's gonna struggle to get to 400 million, I think.
And you predicted
$1 billion, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, how wrong was I?
So what do you think went wrong with The Mandalorian?
I think I know I've talked to some people who, like me, were very big fans of the show, who were kind of disappointed by the last season. They kind of felt like the last season was just a whole lot of like fan servicing and that kind of stuff, and then even had like the Book of Boba Fett was really like 1/3 more Mandalorian. And I think just people had kind of gotten a little tired of it. And the thing is, the main reason that most people are
Thank you.
oh, I gotta get a picture of that. Most people are down on the Mandalorian is the same reason up on it. Yeah, but the thing I liked about Mandalorian is that really it felt like the show. It felt episodic. It felt, I mean, and I say this oftentimes about like superhero movies and I say this about like fantasy books and is not every story needs to be about the goddamn end of the world. If it's the end of the world every single time, now you're going like, okay, yeah, what's this version of the end of the year? What supervillain has popped up who's gonna make things terrible now? Like, let's just have an adventure. It's like I have often said, with like fantasy books, it's all the focus is on high fantasy, as they call it. So it's like it's kings, it's wizards, it's dragons, it's the end of the world, it's zombie armies.
There's no peasant tales.
I want a book, I want a movie, I want a show that's like a Dungeons and Dragons module.
That's why I like Dungeons and Dragons the movie.
Yeah.
That was exactly that. It was an adventure. I wish that had done better at the box office to get a sequel.
I was surprised that it didn't do better.
It was a great movie. I had a great time watching that movie. And then they threw in, the Baldur's Gate reference and, so there was the Easter eggs for the fantasy nerds. Yeah, that was a great movie from a few years ago.
Cool.
And exactly what you said, it's an adventure.
Life can be an adventure, the movies can be an adventure. All right, there is the spotted dick, which we were saying off camera. I admit I thought a spotted dick was a fish dish. So, what did you say? So it's like a custard with raisins.
So what you've got,
Like a sponge cake.
it's a sponge cake
dig into
that
that.
is steamed with the hot custard. It's got the raisins and the currants, and then they added a bit of
You asked for
toffee sauce.
toffee sauce.
Toffee sauce for a bit of fancy.
All right, let's get into
Feel
this
free.
thing.
Definitely, everyone get a piece.
I'm full.
Oh, I think I gave up my
Thank you. You any good?
good spotted dick. Of course.
I really like the custard.
Oh,
The custard is great.
It looks good. It
The
looks good.
texture of that looks amazing.
Yeah,
It looks good.
it's really good.
So we
Try
did.
some more.
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Go for it.
So we did cheekily come up with the idea of the podcast as Eats, Flicks, and Peeves. So we have to talk about something that peeves us off. And I will say that I think I am going to transition into old age quite well. I'm looking forward to being an old man who complains about things. As I say on my Twitter profile, I am curmudgeon curious. But think about just something random in the world that pees you off. I'll give you one. Gym etiquette is people who don't behave properly at the gym, people who don't put the weights back, people who don't wipe things down. Had this guy a couple of weeks ago who was hogging 2 machines at the same time. Like he had towels draped over both of them, and he was taking like 5 minutes between sets. So like he would be on a machine for 5 minutes, then he would switch to the other machine. So like there was 5 minutes when somebody else could have come on and exercised on it, like me. He finally went and disappeared to the bathroom for about 10 minutes, and I just went ahead and moved his stuff and did my set. And he and I had some, not unpleasant, but some words when he got back. So that's my peeve. Don't be a jerk at the gym. Be kind to others. Oh, and the people who go to the dumbbell rack and grab 2 dumbbells with the mirror behind it, and then they stay right there in front of the dumbbells and are doing their exercise right in front of the dumbbells because they want to look at themselves in the mirror instead of take 5 steps back so that other people can access the dumbbell rack while you're there. So that's my peeve. All right, who's got one?
I have one, sure.
Go for it.
My peeve is people who dismiss the global and cultural phenomena of the World Cup.
I think that's aimed at me, folks.
No. I'm not a soccer fan, to say the least. And I don't care about soccer, but during the World Cup, I enjoy country versus country. That is nice instead of like Detroit versus Cleveland. It's a different scale when it's the Netherlands versus France. I don't know. It just hits different, and so I do enjoy the World Cup. And unlike what somebody said, it isn't a once in a lifetime opportunity.
That's right.
It happens every 4 years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this guy took his children out of school. He was on the radio, British radio, and he said it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Yeah, it comes around every 4 years.
Every 4 years.
What an idiot.
I will say, I've enjoyed the cultural aspect of World Cup. I've enjoyed Americans being nice to people from other countries again. It seems like we've not been very nice to even our friends lately. So,
yeah.
As I've said, I don't care about the footy ball. But I haven't watched 1 second of one game. But the whole cultural aspect of people traveling around America and falling in love with it, and Americans falling in love with people from other countries again, has really warmed my heart.
You got to love the story of the Scots drinking all the beer in Boston.
Right.
Yes,
Isn't that
in
fun?
Boston.
In Boston. That's fun. That's funny.
Right.
That's funny.
All right, John, bring us home. Tell us something that a British American really, really pees you off, other than terrible spotted dick.
This is good spotted dick. Very good.
You were telling me about Brexit. You hated Brexit.
Oh, absolutely. Brexit was the most stupidest thing that we ever did. It really was ridiculous that we voted to leave the European Union, and we had such favoured status. We didn't really have to abide by any of the European laws like the other countries. We kept our currency, and now we're out of it, and now we're going to go back into it. Without that, it's absolutely insane.
They want to go back into it?
So Starmer has created closer ties with Europe. So the idea is that we will eventually go back into Europe. We need to be in Europe. All these promises of a land of milk and honey, the cost of shoes and clothes and food was going to come down the day after we left Europe. None of that's materialized.
That sounds like promises made here.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's just absolutely the stupidest thing the country ever did. Cameron should have never given that vote, and if he did, he should have done it so it was a supermajority.
Yeah.
Not a simple majority.
Right. You should think that if you're changing the course of history, it should be a strong
David
majority.
Cameron did that because he was having MPs that were defecting to what was UKIP then, which is now the Reform Party.
So he was trying to hold on to them.
He was trying to hold on to power, and the day after the referendum when the result was in, he resigned within hours of the result being known. But
Yeah.
so I did find something.
Yeah, that was great. That was you're very passionate about.
Yeah.
So,
To test Brexit.
all right. Well, that was the Cheeky Bastards experience. The first episode of Eats, Flicks, and Beef. What did you guys think? I thought A+.
Fantastic.
The food
Yeah,
here,
absolutely.
Definitely would come back here again.
Yes.
The company is great. Movies, up and down.
Yeah.
And of course, the complaints. We'll never run out of complaints. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, folks.